This video is about transitions. However, we are going to be talking about backwards to forwards transitions, because I'm sure once you've learned to turn forwards to backwards, you're going to want to, at some point, turn forwards again. Obviously, you need to be able to skate forwards and backwards for this one. However, an added bonus is if you can skate backwards, balancing on one leg. That is going to help with all of the transitions. However, we are going to do a couple of transitions where we use one of your legs as a bit of a stabilizer, so you're kind of still on 2 feet. Right, I know that skating backwards on one leg is one of the hardest fundamental skills to lock in. So, when you practice this, a really good way of practicing it is to do a bubble, or as a snake, as I sometimes call them. And then once you've done your bubble, to roll backwards, because that way you've got a bit of momentum. If you think of trying to ride a bike, if you've got hardly any speed, it's incredibly hard to balance. But if you've got a bit of roll or a bit of momentum, it's much easier. So a bubble, then balance. Bubble, then balance. And that's going to really help you get this balancing backwards on one foot. Right, let's do some turns. When turning from backwards to forwards, this is the most important position, because if this shoulder is open or back, the rest of your body will follow. So for the first one, we're going to start from a stagger. This is great if you're outside, because I always feel nervous skating backwards on 1 foot outside, just in case one of those little nemesis stones come along and take me out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the back foot is going to be just on the toe, and my weight is mainly on this foot. So to turn, I'm going to put, unusually, more weight on the heel so I can lift the toe. I'm going to put some weight on this foot to balance me, and what's going to happen is I'm going to turn the shoulder and I'm going to lift the toe like that. Now if you're outside, you're probably going to need to lift the front wheels more than you are if you're indoors, just because your wheels are going to slip easier inside. So in my stagger, heel up, turn my upper body, weight on the heel and turn. And then I'm in my stagger for outdoor skating. This foot is literally here to stabilize me. The turn you're doing is that. So most of your weight is going to be on this foot, then it goes onto the heel of this foot and you turn. So this is just there to help you and to stabilize you in the turn. The toe stops are on. So this is another version of the one I've just shown you with the wheel at the front. You can use your toe stop as well. So I'm traveling backwards. I'm going to put my toe stop in very gently. I'm going to turn and I'm going to use this to help me turn. So it's a little stabilizer, just the same as the other one. So I'm here, toe in, weight goes on the heel of this foot and I turn. So I'm going to put my toe stop slightly in, open my shoulder, weight on my heel and turn. Now you need to be careful with this toe stop. It must go in whilst you're still going backwards. As you turn, you can use it to push yourself away. What you don't want to do, really important, is to put it in like this, because the chances are you're going to get yourself in a muddle and you could fall over. So make sure you put it in just gently as you're going backwards and use it to turn. So it's just stabilising this foot that you're actually turning on. So most of the weight is on this foot. The next one is essentially a heel-heel manual to do a turn. So I'm here, I turn my top, and I heel-heel manual. So let's do it moving. So we're here, we're going to heel-heel and turn. The last one is the hardest one. It's the 1 foot turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all my weight on this left foot and I'm going to turn onto the right foot. So I'm here and I'm on an outside edge. So all my weight is on this left foot on an outside edge arc. I'm going to turn my shoulder and I'm going to come here. So let me show you what I mean. So I'm on an outside edge with my shoulder open and all my weight is on here. So that's the first bit. So all my weight's here. I'm going to come up and then I'm going to turn. So the turn itself, I'm down and you have to come up to change, and my foot is going to come to my heel here. and then I'm going to push away. The great thing with this one is you don't need to be able to do that. That is incredibly awkward. You can push from the back of the heel here onto an outside edge. Let me show you the whole thing. With my shoulders turned already, when I step forward, I'm in a nice position to skate away. This 1 foot backwards to forwards transition can be used as a linking step. So for my more intermediate skaters, what you can do is a free turn, then turn forwards, and then another free turn. So you can go round and round and round in a circle. And this is fantastic for going around the ends of rinks. And it looks very pretty as well. Don't forget, all of these can be done in both directions. I'm really dizzy now after all those 3 turns. Now do remember that the last turn I showed you, the one we have to balance on 1 foot, is more of an intermediate skill. So please only try that when you feel really confident to do so. I'm Katie, you've been watching Skatie, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Oh, still not good enough. Okay, right. Forwards. That wasn't very clear, was it? That felt a little bit meh, 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 meh. Now, if you're outside, oh, I can't see if you're smiling. I think your eyes are smiling. Yes, that's fine. Because once you've nailed those forwards to backwards transitions, you're going to want to add blah. There's just so many forwards and backwards and blah, 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 blah. Yes. So I'm going to put my foot back, toe stop just in. That open. What's that called? I might do that again. Oh, I still can't get it. Yeah. I know what I want to say. Do I? You look really confident in my ability. I can skate, I just can't speak.